Chapter 1. Reinhold Manor awaits. Make your way to Reinhold Manor on the east side of town. Our story so far. A letter requesting help brings Professor Layton and his assistant Luke to the remote Saint Mystere. After solving a puzzle, the pair are able to cross the drawbridge that leads into the village. Now Luke and Layton must go to Reinhold Manor, residence of Lady Dahlia, the author of the letter.
Oh, hello. I'm Percy, Saint Mystere's unofficial writer-in-residence. Reinhold Manor, you ask? Head up that road to the right. It's immense, so you'll know it when you see it. But before you go, why not try your hand at this puzzle I thought up? See if you can figure out which house is mine from the instructions I give you. I'll even sweeten the deal for you. If you manage to solve this puzzle, I'll tell you about this village. So, how about it? You will try, won't you? After all, a writer is nothing without an audience. Can you find my house?
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right. Impressive. I thought I'd set out quite the puzzle, but you made short work of it. Now, for that gossip I promised you. The Reinhold family owns all of the land this village is built upon. I hear they own all the buildings too. I guess you could say this town sort of belongs to the Reinholds. Well, I'll be on my way now, but rest assured that the next time we meet, I'll have a harder puzzle for you.
Professor, look at that man standing in the street. He's blocking the path up to Reinhold Manor. How terribly rude.
Perhaps he'll move for us, but I've a feeling he has no intention of doing anything of the sort.
Hold up. Never seen you two here before. What's a couple of fresh faces like yourselves doing here?
We're here by invitation of the Reinholds. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business through the gate.
Business with the Reinholds? Is that so? Something strange here. Yeah, you're a fishy pair. I don't trust you, that's for sure. But I'll let you pass if you can solve this riddle. See? Just to warn you, It's a tough one. Isn't gonna be easy, is it? No way. Definitely not gonna be easy. So, which way does the light run?
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key to a success.
That's, right. Hey, not half bad. Pretty sharp bunch, aren't you? Pair of good, sharp apples. The two of you.
So, have we satisfied you? May we pass now?
Of course you can pass. Move along, and you better make sure to give my regards to Lady Dahlia.
And just who might you be?
My name is Layton, and this is my assistant. We received an invitation to visit Reinhold Manor.
Ah, yes. We've all been expecting you, Professor Layton. But, you'll have to excuse my skepticism. Can't trust anyone these days, you know. For all I know, you could just be another hooligan in a top hat. So how do I know you're the real Layton?
Did you hear that, Professor? The nerve of this fellow! Surely you aren't going to go through with this after an insult like that?
Now, Luke, settle down. Sir, are you saying that you'd like to test me to see if I am the real Professor Layton?
Precisely, Professor Layton. Now, if you don't mind, would you please solve this puzzle for me?
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Do excuse my earlier rudeness. Let me show you to the manor. Everyone's waiting for you.
Everyone? I was under the impression that Lady Dahlia was the only person expecting me.
Right this way, please.
Is this the manor, Professor? It's positively gigantic. Just look at the size of it.
It certainly seems like we've come to the right place.
Chapter solved. The Professor and Luke finally arrive at Reinhold Manor.
Let's head in, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Reinhold Manor. Thank you for coming. I'm Matthew, butler and servant to the Reinhold family. Everyone is waiting upstairs for you. But before you go, I have a message from Lady Dahlia. She has requested that you take a look at this puzzle. Please do not be taken aback. Madam has the strangest sense of propriety sometimes.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's absolutely correct. My commendations, sir. Again, I do apologise for the strangeness of the request. Now, please walk this way. We mustn't keep Lady Dahlia and company waiting.
Professor, look at these paintings on the wall here. It's a very nice portrait, isn't it? I bet that's the late Baron Reinhold pictured there. But what about this one, Professor? Who could this pretty girl be?
The two portraits are next to each other, so they're likely family. She's probably the Baron's daughter.
That's exactly right, sir. You are looking at a portrait of Flora, the late Baron's daughter. Pardon me for asking, but I couldn't help but notice your keen interest in art. Would you care to take this old frame with you? It used to hold the most wonderful painting. However, now all that's left of it is this small scrap.
So this is a piece of that old painting then. How interesting.
Ha!
Oh, you must be Professor Layton, I presume. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
Oh no, the pleasure's all mine.
Oh no! Claudia, darling! Come back, sweetie! Honestly, why am I constantly surrounded by incompetence? This is a disaster.
Whatever is the matter?
Oh, this is simply terrible. My dear, sweet baby. My Claudia.
Your Claudia?
Sweet, sweet Claudia. My little honeykins. My smoochy pie. My baby. Matthew! Matthew!
The name's Simon. I'm Baron Reinhold's nephew. My father is the little brother of Gordon there. Or rather, he was, until he kicked the bucket, as they say. But I digress. So you're the famous Professor Layton. I thought you'd have more presents? Well, never mind that. I take it you won't mind if I throw a puzzle your way? It shouldn't prove difficult for a man of your ability. Yes, if you're as good as they say, this shouldn't amount to much more than a distraction. How long is diagonal line AC?
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to a success.
Righto. Ho ho! It appears that you're the real deal, Professor. I apologize for doubting you there. It seems you've quite the mind for puzzles. A lesser man than myself might consider jealousy to be a reasonable response. Anyhow, you're not going to get a word out of Dahlia right now, so you might as well do as she says.
You're Professor Layton, yes? My name is Gordon. I'm among those who requested your services. I'd like to explain our situation further, but right now it's probably best to do as Lady Dahlia says.
Madam, what is it? What in the world happened?
My little Claudia got scared and ran off. Didn't you see her dart out of the room?
I must have missed her. I'm terribly sorry, madam.
Oh, you're just useless, aren't you? Professor, you didn't see which way my baby ran off to, did you?
Your baby, madam? If you are referring to that white cat, I saw it run out that door a moment ago.
What? And you simply stood there and let her escape?
Well, she is a cat. They are animals after all, and animals must run about from time to...
Oh, you fool! She is not just a cat. She has a name, and that name is Claudia Reinhold. She is a delicate flower, and she is simply a mess when I'm not close by to comfort her. Matthew! I need you to find Claudia and bring her back immediately.
About this little inheritance problem of yours, Lady Dahlia.
That can wait. Can't you see that we have a more pressing concern on our hands at the moment? You could have stopped her, and you didn't. So you have a responsibility to find Claudia and bring her back.
Sending the professor off to find a silly cat! The nerve! Who do you think you are?
Oh, it's fine, Lou. Besides, Lady Dahlia does have a point. It does seem we let Claudia run off. Madam, if you'll excuse us, we have a cat to track down.
Thank you. And please hurry. My Claudia is such a delicate flower. Even the coarse outdoor air might prove too much for her.
Reinhold Manor awaits. Make your way to Reinhold Manor on the east side of town.
I hear they own all the buildings too. I guess you could say this town sort of belongs to the Reinholds.
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village.
Huh? Professor, do you mean to say that you already figured out the town's location?
Just to warn you, it's a tough one. Isn't gonna be easy, is it?
For all I know, you could just be another hooligan in a top hat.
Welcome to Reinhold Manor. Thank you for coming. I'm Matthew, butler and servant to the Reinhold family.
I'd like to explain our situation further, but right now it's probably best to do as Lady Dahlia says.
The name's Simon. I'm Baron Reinhold's nephew. My father is the little brother of Gordon there.
Oh, you must be Professor Layton, I presume.